You guys feeling good? Well, we're gonna play a song you may know. If you know it, sing it with me. The song is called Over Demise. Now I want to hear your voices loud if you know it. I mean it. Sing it louder than me.
Hi, I'm Tyler Carter. Nice to hang.
You started out on tour with Go Radio a few days ago. How have the first few shows been?
They've been great. I mean, it's like a completely different world being a solo artist now, so, you know, I'm getting a lot of love, which is great, so it's been fun.
Okay, this is your first tour as a solo artist, right?
My 6th performance as a solo artist, actually, so.
So you just... How exactly is touring as a solo artist different from touring with a band? Or haven't you had time to decide that yet?
Yeah, I don't know if I've really deciphered that yet, like the difference, but I get to do what I want to do, I guess. I mean, I kind of run the show. I'm not, you know, I'm not worried about like what everybody else wants to do or how they feel about something. So I guess I'm just kind of the boss, which is selfish, but whatever.
Okay, why not? Okay, how did you meet the musicians you're playing with on this tour?
I met my DJ in California. I was working on my album, and I met him at Atlantic Studios, and he just was a great guy. We became really good friends, and he wanted to do it. The other guys I've just been, you know, in bands with before, and I've been friends with all my life. So.
Okay. While we're talking about the tour, we had a fan that wanted to know why you chose to include Over Demise on the set list.
I mean, I wrote that song. I composed, you know, the acoustic version that we put out, and it had so many hits. I mean, I believe now it's at like 1.7 mil. And I knew my fans would appreciate it. I knew my friends would like it, so I just wanted to play it for them.
Okay. We had another fan, actually, that mentioned that there's a lot of rumors flying around about you possibly forming a new band with some of your former Woe Is Me bandmates, and would you mind clearing that up for them?
I don't know. I'm just kind of focused on this right now, but I'm not opposed to that rumor. I just gonna see what happens, I guess.
Okay. While we're on fan questions, somebody wants to know the way to your heart.
The weight?
The way
to my heart?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Laughter probably is my big thing. Yeah, I'm a big, if you can make me laugh uncontrollably, then we're probably compatible.
Since every artist kind of does things a little differently, could you maybe talk a little bit about your writing process?
My writing? I don't know. I mean, I usually go into the booth like with a producer. Well, for the stuff I did recently, I would go into the booth with a producer and just kind of like write what was on my mind, you know, and whether it was like fun stuff or, you know, it was like emotional stuff. Like I just wanted to go in and write what I wanted to write without, you know, a specific, oh, you can't write about partying, or you need to write about, you know, emo stuff. Like I'm gonna write about what I want to. So, but I learned a lot about like the formula of writing a pop song, and that's, you know, been a lot different. But I guess I just like look to my fans and see what kind of stuff they're thinking. You know, if I've got fans that are like, woo, like we're all happy, then I probably will end up going into the studio and writing like a super fun, happy song. But if it's a day where I'm getting a lot of feedback from my fans and they're all like, you know, like sad about something, I'll probably get inspired to write something for a specific situation.
Alright, speaking of your fans, do you think that eventually your solo material will have like a totally different audience than you had with Woe Is Me?
I feel it. I mean, I feel like a lot of the things, I'm growing a lot differently. I mean, I obviously have my whole, you know, Woe Is Me fan base coming in, like, you know, the guys and the girls, and, you know, are coming and they're like supportive, but I'm starting to meet like a lot of just like straight up pop, like urban fans that never even knew about Woe Is Me. So that's like really cool.
You've kind of gone from playing super energetic hardcore shows to this kind of pop thing, which I imagine is at least a little bit mellower, or at least a different kind of show than you had before. Is there one kind you like playing more than the other?
No, I mean, like I said, it's just starting out, so I haven't really decided, the difference. But I love it. I mean, I like this because I like, I kind of get to run the show. I kind of got all the spotlight, and that's fun for a change. But I also loved being in a band, Well, I say that I loved playing on stage with a band because it was super energetic, and I got to go crazy, and break a sweat. But it's, I don't know. I like them both. I just think I'm content with doing my thing right now.
Okay. From kind of a business perspective, do you feel like since you've been through it all already with a band, that you're kind of able to handle starting out as a solo artist better? Like, we've got some experience with the industry.
Actually, yeah. I mean, that's probably the best thing that could have been is that, I mean, I have a tour manager and I have knowledge of this game and touring, especially. Like, you got to know that there's like a bunch of perks and like rules and tricks, I guess you could say. And so I've had like a better experience than most people starting out on a tour, just because I've been on some like really hard tours, so it's easy, I guess.
You're basically all over the internet with Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and so on. Do you find social media a valuable way to promote yourself and your music?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the only way to promote yourself these days. I mean, like, labels don't want you unless you have like a growing fan base, and you usually don't get radio play without having blog, without having captivated the blog. So it's like, I feel like that's the only way to make it now, is to, I mean, I obviously already have a fan base, so it's easier for me to like put out a new song and then it go viral. So it's easy for me, but definitely for like aspiring artists, like the internet's the way to go. Because if you put something out and it's amazing, by all means, it'll go viral, because you can't deny. Just like Grace and Chance, the video Paparazzi went out, and I remember watching it when it had like 95 views, and then like a few hours later, even a few days later, it was millions of views. So that's just how quick, if it's a good, it'll get out.